responsibility for health, wellness, and social protection. And events like these make me happy because they actually make my job a little easier. It means that private sector is not just, as Mr. McFarlane said, waiting for the public sector to do everything. And I think that I need to congratulate all of the partners, the lab, the Gulf Coast Radiology, Mr. Scarlett, the entire team. You all got together and decided that you all going to take your weekend, a time that should be yours at home, enjoying it with your family or doing whatever else, and you are serving people. And that I want to thank you all, and I want to congratulate you all for having this kind of initiative. So thank you all so much, and give yourselves a round of applause for that. I am even more heartened when I sent out the notice, because we got the notice and I sent it to my communications people, and we sent it out to our WhatsApp groups and so forth. And within 10 minutes of sending it out to the WhatsApp group, somebody messaged back and said, "But I say it full." And I'm like, now that might be a bad thing for that person, but that says something good about the fact that men in Tobago are doing what we as health professionals say you all don't do, which is health-seeking behaviors. Now, maybe because it's not going into the hospital or going into the health center, you know, you're coming to a different kind of space, you're doing it, it's available at a different time, and you're doing it outside of the normal setting while you are here. But either way, I am extremely happy to recognize that I had to literally call Mr. Scarlett and beg him for a spot for something, because the entire schedule is filled. And I want you all as men, as old, young, in between men, to continue sending that message and to speak to your counterparts, speak to your brothers, speak to your fathers, or speak to your friends on the street, and let them know that your health is critical. And for something like prostate cancer, for any other kind of cancer, as a matter of fact, the earlier you get to it, the better it is. We actually have an opportunity to treat you and to prevent it from getting worse if we learn about it early enough. Far too often, by the time we hear about, and unfortunately this is a situation with our oncology department, by the time we hear about the cancer, it is at stage 3 or at stage 4. And when you're talking about stage 3 or stage 4, we are now talking about really, really aggressive medication. In many instances, sometimes by the time we get the information, all we could do is to help you live the rest of your life as comfortably as you could. Really doing palliative care at that point. And initiatives like this, I think, are critical because it helps you to get to the healthcare service much sooner, and that means your life could be saved. And I'm sure your families, I'm sure you as an individual is going to benefit you significantly because you made this step this morning. I know that prostate and prostate cancer is an area that we are very, very iffy about, and the men get very squirmish about it because of some of the methods that we use to test. But that's okay, because you better do that than hear that you're going and die from it, simply because you did not take the 10 minutes that you needed to take to come here and do the different tests that are available to you. I want to specifically thank the doctors and nurses and other health professionals who on your day off, again, your Saturday and Sunday, where you are not scheduled to work in the hospital or in the health center, you are taking this opportunity to be here to give us service because you recognize what it takes to build a better health system. Again, thank you all so much for being a part of this. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you all so much for coming up with this initiative. And thank you for inviting others, so that, because we frequently forget that all of the different pieces need to come together. The chamber being here says something. That says that the business community understands that all of us have to work together. Because if we don't have healthy men and women, we don't have thriving businesses. And I want to thank each and every one of you for participating, and I want to thank you for continually, Mr. Andrew, for continually doing this kind of work and continually giving of your service, continually giving of your whatever little you have. You continually give of it, and I appreciate that on behalf of the people of Tobago. And you know, as we say in the Tobago House of Assembly, our point, our main mantra, our main aim is to create this island, to create this thing known as the greatest little island on the planet, and it is every one of you doing your little part. Whatever you think it is, your little part is what is going to get us to really see Tobago as being the greatest little island on the planet. And with that, I thank you and have a wonderful 2 days of examining yourselves. I pray that the results are that you are healthy and that you are okay. But even if you are not and you need further intervention, this is the best place to be. Today, this is the best place to be, and this time is the best time and place to get that news, and then we can go from there. Again, thank you and have a blessed day.